Welcome to this month's Superintendent Report. I'm Hayden Hall, and I'm joined here with Dr. Ryder Warren. So, Dr. Ryder Warren, how's your week been?
Well, Hayden, it's been good. Kind of normal stuff in a weird world, you know.
Yep.
How's your year going?
It's going pretty good so far.
Classes?
Yep, it's nice to have a normal year this
Yeah.
year. So.
Tell me, favorite class?
Probably pre-cal.
Pre-cal's your favorite? Oh,
I
my
like
daughter
math.
would love you. My daughter's a math teacher.
Yep.
Yep,
It's fun.
she'd love it. You said that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a good. You know what? We are already now in week 6 or 7. It's crazy. It's going this fast. As I get older, it goes faster and faster. Hayden.
Yeah.
But I could not be more proud of our students, of our teachers, our staff, families. Everybody's doing a great job. And like I said, it's crazy that we're already in week 7. You know, we only have a couple more weeks before the first grading period.
Yep.
Grades are
Yes,
where
sir.
they need to be?
Yep,
Good.
I'm ready.
Very good. What do you want to talk about this morning?
So, can you tell me a little bit about how students can help with the dress code?
How we can help with the dress code. Hayden, that's a great question. Our dress code probably hasn't changed in even the 6 years that I've been here, has not changed very much at all. We review the dress code every spring. Sometimes there are changes. Just this last spring, the legislature met. Sometimes our code of conduct changes because of new laws, new things the legislature does, things like that. Those really don't affect the dress code very much. Most of that is just local decisions. If we have any kind of issues with the dress code year to year, we get a lot of input from the building principals. We get input from teachers. We have a way of getting input from parents about the dress code. I think if students want to have some kind of input, they can do one of two things. Talk to our student council members, and they're a great way to get messages kind of up the food chain to do that. You could talk to your assistant principals, building principals about that, and they always bring. I mean, we have conversations all the time about student voice, student issues about that. So there's a really good way. Have you heard any specific things about the dress code this year?
Well, I'm in student council, so we've
Okay.
just been talking a lot about like what kids want to see changed, or what kids want to add to it, or just stuff like that.
Hayden, any of those ways to give input would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, we reach out to a lot of times to a lot of different groups on a lot of different issues, and the parent voice, the staff voice, the student voice are very important to us. Students helped us actually create the strategic plan that we followed for 4 years. We probably had about 20 to 25 students involved in that actual committee to be able to do that. So student voice has always been very important. So just tell them to come to see you, come to see your other student council members, and you can have a hand at reviewing that next spring.
Awesome, perfect.
Good.
Well, I know we've heard about this new TikTok trend that's going on around schools.
Hayden, have you ever heard of anything so dumb in your life?
Nope, I don't understand it, and I don't
Have
know
you
why it's
seen? Have
happening.
you actually seen the videos?
Yes, I
Okay,
have.
I haven't, and I don't want to see them because my blood pressure would go up. I hope, every morning, every evening before I go to bed, I have my prayer list, and I hope and pray that our kids are smart enough not to do things like that. It's always that adage of, if somebody tells you to go jump off a bridge, would you really do it? I hope none of our kids would be involved in seeing something so dumb on the internet and then actually follow that. I don't know if you know this, but I sent a message last week to all parents, all staff members, just making them aware of this, and just, and what I ask is just parents and caregivers have a chat with all of our kids, and we are too,
Yes.
From the building principals through our classroom teachers, about just don't, have more common sense than that. And the big scheme of things, Hayden, we are really blessed. I mean, just look around this, around this studio. We are blessed
Definitely.
having the facilities, and I'm talking about from elementary to middle school to high school. Our taxpayers, our voters have blessed us for our students and for our faculty and for all of our communities. We have some of the best facilities in the state. I really believe that. We really do. And a lot of students don't have the things that we have. And we need to be very protective of those. And we need to be very respectful and responsible in what we do with these facilities. Because, right now, these facilities are yours. You are in the direct possession of these every day you show up to school. But you're going to leave, and it's going to be the next group that's going to come in, and we've got to protect these things for the next group and the next group and the next group.
Exactly.
And like I said, but the whole thing is we've just got to be smarter than that. That does not need to be us. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've also heard about the new construction that could be happening to our schools.
Not could, but will.
Perfect.
In 2020, we passed a bond, a $740 million bond. And that brings a lot of the bond mechanism, Hayden, is how we make the money. People investing in us, in the school districts, how we make the money to do a lot of, and you know how fast the school district is growing. We have we have close to 2,000 more kids this year than we had last year.
That's crazy.
And that's great. I mean, we love families moving in here with their children, and mostly it's to come to Northwest ISD schools, and we love that. That makes sure that means we've got to have enough facilities and enough places to put all the kids when they do come to us. Northwest High School, the original high school in the district, it's time to do a lot of work to it. We're going to spend a lot of that money renewing it. It's still a great building. I mean, you walk around it every day. It's still a really great building, but it is showing some age. And so we're going to do a lot of TLC to this building. Let's see, we're going to celebrate Christmas of 22 here in about 3 months, right? So
Sure.
Christmas of 2024, so in about 2 years, we should be complete. So between your junior year and your senior year, you're going to see a lot of work going on. You won't see the exact finished property by the time you graduate, but probably the class after you will. And so we're very excited to start this work. We're gonna be meeting. We've already started the design. This last May, before summer, we started the design work. We will start, our facilities department will start meeting with principals, with the staff, we'll start sending a lot of messages out to families and students, letting you know what's going to be happening, because it's different from building a brand new school from the ground up. That doesn't really mess anybody up. You can just do it and build it. We're going to have to do the work while you're still going to school. And so how to do that is you got to be very careful about how you stage things within the specific part. Northwest High School will also be expanded to have up to 3,200 kids in the school. That's the model. Byron Nelson and Eaton are both 3,200 student schools now. We expanded them from the bond of 2017. The bond of 2020 will now expand Northwest. So this building is actually going to grow out as well as getting getting renewed from inside. So a lot of things are going to go on, Hayden. It's very exciting. Again, we appreciate the voters, the taxpayers out there for allowing us to do that, because they had to say yes to that bond to be able to do that. So we're very proud of them.
Definitely. That's awesome.
What else do you have on your list?
We got a lot of exciting things going on.
Yep, we do.
Well, we want to know, if you could be any pizza topping, what topping would you be?
Pizza topping? No, I'd be the crust.
Oh, that's a great choice.
It's the foundation.
Would you be crispy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely. What about you?
Good stuff. I'd probably be, I like cheese. I'm pretty cheesy.
Are you cheesy?
Yeah, a little
bit.
Well,
thanks for doing this. If
course.
you do this with me all year, this is always a fun time for me. I like doing this to just get messages out to students. The next time around, just like we just did, we like going to each high school and getting students to ask questions, and we did that last year. And even as weird a year as we're in, and we've been in a weird year for a weird time in our lives the last year and a half, since spring break of 2020. Just know that I could not be more proud of our students, of our families, and our staff, because you're doing the job every day, and I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you and everything you do for us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this month's Superintendent Report. We'll see y'all next month.